Right, episode 4. This is the one. I can feel it. This is the one. Do I really want someone with the name Fired Him? Rename. Doesn't matter. Right, so last video, what did we learn? We learned that I can't handle getting intruders on board. I can't handle managing a ship. I can't handle this game. This has got to be the playthrough. Right, okay, this is an interesting one. Don't blow up the ship. Oh, great, and they're intruders as well. Right. That was a very odd one. Right, so I've got missiles that I can charge it up and fire 3 at once. That seems like quite a cool little weapon, actually. I might keep that depending on what it's worth. It's the first time I've got one like that. I don't think I've ever had a battle where all I've got to do is maim them enough that they run away scared. I really wish I'd taken the oxygen out of this room now, because that little bug would have died on impact pretty much. Oxygen room, doors. I'm not going to open the doors this time. The Sheepdog maneuver has been retired for this playthrough. If it makes no difference to my success, then perhaps I'll go back to it in future. But I think we've all learned that if you're on a spaceship, don't open the windows and doors, because everyone will die. Probably goes for aeroplanes as well. I can imagine there's probably a rule that's similar to that on an aeroplane. Right, let's go into the asteroid field. Oh, for God's sakes! I know, let's put a feature in a game that does nothing. Ah, man, if only I had a bit more money. Combat drone Mark II, Oh, great. That's what you get for wasting a pirate's time. Well, he'll regret that. I'm not even going to give him a chance to live to regret that. That's a pain in the backside. How many people am I going to lose to this imbecile now? See, now I'm in a position where I've got no way of leaving without both of these risking their lives repairing that massive hole in my ship. I'm going to have to make it both of them. If I die this time, then I may need a suggestion for a different game, because I was really trying then, and clearly I suck at this. So I'm already a man down. First battle I got into. I don't know what I could have done differently, really. maybe not gone on the ship with a pirate, but you know, he was selling stuff, and I was hoping I could sell him stuff. Maybe that weapon I got, and I thought if I could do that and then buy one of his fancy Dan weapons, then maybe that'd give us a leg up. But it seems in this world it's a legitimate response to somebody just browsing your wares to blow their ship up, which is really harsh. Imagine if all shops did that. You nip in for a look around and you don't buy anything, so they just shoot a bullet in your leg just to spite you. Unnecessary. Now, again, I really don't know what to do this time because I had him in the O2 room looking after it, and now he's dead. I think maybe piloting and evasion. We'll leave it at that. I'll wait till I've got a bigger crew and I'll put someone in the O2 room. It's a shame there isn't like a plant species that could just, I suppose they don't eat oxygen, they eat carbon dioxide, but still, they could live in there. Nice bit of scrap there. Right. Every time I go into these battles, I'm suddenly full of regret, which I suppose is a sign of a good game, that every battle is a blooming risk. You've seen that you can die right from the start. It doesn't get easier. It just stays difficult. And this is on normal. If I have it on easy, I think it barely makes a difference. Right, they should be relatively quiet now because there's no one on the ship. It doesn't heal itself. It's just good for scrap, basically. Right, I've got quite a bit now, and I reckon it probably cost about 20 to heal my ship. Thing is, there probably won't be a shop nearby now to do that. Oh. They took out my doors. I don't feel comfortable with that. Actually, probably shouldn't waste that. What I did there was change the power from my missile launcher to my FTL to give me a bit more of an evasion before the end. Just in the off chance, I don't know. It's a slightly pointless jump. You can unlock parts on this where your weapons are on straight away, and it's really useful because obviously then I can just shoot them to hell. And I think there's ways you get like achievements for unlocking everything from the get-go. Like if you basically shoot their ship to pieces before they've even woken up, then you get an achievement for being like quick off the draw. I thought there was somebody alongside that ship. Am I on fire? Sounds like there's a fire on. It sounds like there's a fire on the ship, but no alerts telling me there is. So I'm kind of confused. Ah, there it is. No, Phillips, you didn't fly the ship before. Right, the only other way to get rid of these fires, other than jettisoning them out into space, is to send someone in there to spray them with the old fire extinguisher. But what confuses me about that is they kind of go in there and then they just get set on fire and die. It's really frustrating, to be honest, because in real life, I imagine you'd stand in a nice fire-free area and you wouldn't get killed, but... Right, I'm taking these out. Watch me die now for being too cocky. But I need to get better. I need to get good at this. I need to figure out what I'm doing wrong. Damn it. Right, well, that's Sector 1 done. I'm getting out of here. I'm going to go to the Engie controlled area and I'm going to hope there's a shop right near the entrance. Right, again, it sounds like I'm riddled with fire. Oh! I didn't want to leave him in the room to die. Does it fire to the oxygen room? That kind of fires like oxygen, I believe. Right, come on, little fella, you can do this. The oxygen's slowly dwindling away. It's him against the world now. Is it Phillips? No, fired him. Ah. Preferred Phillips, to be honest. I imagine in the world he's in, he's probably spending days on this. We're watching a microcosm? Is that the right word? Of his life here. He's literally spending weeks just tootling around, mourning the death of his friends. He's all healed up. He's probably naked. And there's the shop. Let's see if I can fix the ship. Buy him a hot alien to socialise with. Nope, looks like he's still going to be on his own. One thing I'm going to get, no matter what, drone control. Because drone control normally comes with a system repair doodad. And that means he won't be on his own. He'll have a robot to love him. No, I don't have the power for it. So if I turn off this now, I turn the power on there. I've got this little robot fella who I can just basically send to broken rooms now. So he'll become Firedim's little buddy. That'll be like a ragtag crime-solving team, I guess. Oh, there's another shop just up here, but this is full of people. Yep. Sorry, Firedim. You could have had cremity. Nellis again. He was in one of the other games. How random. The names are completely randomised every time, yet we've had Nellis both times. I refuse to buy him unless he comes a third time, I think. If he appears again... God, what is this? I could just jump from shop to shop to shop. I might actually make it to World 3 without any damage here if there's just another shop. I was hoping there'd be just another Nellis there. Jill, Will and Aki. I reckon Jill and Will are related. It's a shame we don't have any money because there's loads of options. If there's another shop, distress signal. Giant alien spiders are no joke. I'm leaving him alone. Because if the spiders fired him, then that's the end of the game, basically. And they normally do. I said this before. I would have accepted that if Phillips had still been alive. Burst laser Mark 2. Shots per charge 3. Normal damage 1. Oh, it's just my same old, but 2 of them. That's quite cool. If I update the power I've got when I get a chance to in the weapons, then it means I can do 6 damage a go. Crack-a-lack him. We might be going further than we've ever gone before here and actually reaching World 3. I might have spoke too soon. I may regret turning off my FTL because I won't be able to manoeuvre, but parking up to take these people out seems like a logical thing to do to me. Maybe if my ship stops moving so much, they'll get a better aim on. It's looking that way. Definitely looking that way. If I just focus on their weapons, then I won't need to evade anything. Paid for a bit of extra power there, meaning I can have both my FTL drive and my weapons on. I'm going to make the stupid decision of not just going straight to the exit to get a bit further in the game. Great. I don't know what's with me. Every time I do this, I regret it. It's just a quirk of the game. I make a decision and then I absolutely regret it every time. Back in the pilot seat and I'll fly out of here if I get the opportunity to. My FTL counter is going up and up and up and up and up. But they keep hypnotising him. This is come on. I need that to charge. FTL and my weapons. One more hit and they'll be dead, and this will be the victory. I always knew it was going to happen from the start, of course. Yay! Right, I'm getting out of here. Nice bit of scrap there before I jump to the next sector. I'm going to go to... I think the Engi did me a bit of a favour there, so I'm going to try their world as well. Straight to the shop. They love a shop! See, that sounds quite cool. A drone that sets fire to their ship constantly. But then there is the option to update my ship. And then I'm allowed double lasers. Which seems like the more sensible move, considering I've already done it now. Because that should make me the biggest badass in NG space. I'm not actually sure what on earth I can do here, because unless he fixes the oxygen, everyone's dead. I haven't got any weapons. Or doors. I need them to just stay stupidly slow. This is it. I'm screwed already. What a redonkulous set of events. Right, I need him to kill both of them somehow. Hopefully their entire ship has come over here to fight with him. That's the only thing I think is going to help me win this, is if these all die. I've got to repair the door to be able to go near this whole side of the ship. Oh man, I thought I got a chance to quickly close them then. I think this is it. Right. World 3. That's probably the furthest we've got. It is the furthest we've got. It's not the furthest I've got. This game is stupid. Okay, so that's it for video 4. Still not beat my high score on these videos is 880. I don't know what I could have done there differently. There were Phillips died early on. I lost 2 people really quickly, which is a shame. Maybe if I'd have bought those weapons, I don't know. I thought assist repair would have been a bit more useful, but then this ship just destroyed me. Going backwards on the map was a big mistake. Basically heading straight into a pirate who annihilated me. He had all my weaknesses there, pretty much. The teleporter, the clone device, which it just occurred to me that killing those people wasn't going to even be possible because he had a clone device. There's nothing I could have done there. If I'd have sent it to the oxygen, then the rest of the ship would have probably been blown up anyway. There wasn't any. This game is too brutal. I need somebody who's good at it to talk me through what I need to be doing, because I don't think I'm doing anything illogical with. Well, some of the stuff's stupid. Obviously, opening all the doors and windows. Yep, but in the last video, Jesus Christ, the less said about that, the better. But yeah, I don't know really. I don't know. I mean, when I'm playing it on my own without people watching, I just kind of scoot through as quick as I can, pick up as much scrap, maybe get to World 7 and then really update my ship, and then go into the final worlds and get annihilated. But the second I come up against anyone, I just get destroyed. The game is brutal. Yeah, help me. I'll see you in a couple of days for the next episode. I try and do it every 2 days. I didn't do it yesterday because I ended up watching Doctor Who and stuff like that. Firework weekend, so I got a bit delayed. But I hope having 2 videos to watch is makes it worthwhile. I guess you're going to start realising how I did by the length of these videos each time, because if I'd have got to the end, maybe this would have been an hour long or something. But I don't really know how long the playthrough can be. I played it for 3 hours before I got to the end, but then I've also played it for probably half an hour and got to the end because I just literally skipped through everything and fluked. But it's so random, I could end up just landing on every world and getting free stuff, and that'd be it. But I need help. Really, I need help. Thanks for watching. Yeah, have a good weekend. Bye.